Hey guys, what's up? I can see if you came for the title, I'm sure you came for a very unique reason because you're gonna be like, hey, how could you hate your father that seems to be dying at peace? So let me give you just a little backstory, right? I think most people on the channel know that my mom passed away when I was very young. It was very traumatic, but the way I had to handle it as a trauma situation is kind of messed up. It was in a way that people were kind of telling you like, hey man, everything happened for a reason. And back then, there wasn't therapy. You had to figure it out. As a guy, they just tell you, hey man, people die. And everybody goes along with this. Like, I don't know what to tell you, but when somebody says that word, hey, people died, they just go along with it. Yeah, but it is actually true. And then you might hear people say, hey man, um, your mom is in heaven, God took your mom to heaven, and it's all part of God's plan. And at some time it gives you some sense like, hey, if God plans it, it has to happen, right? The moment I noticed that it was kind of messed up is when I kind of realized as if my mom had to agree with this idea to be far away from me because my mom assumed that I'm strong enough to do all this alone. I'm not gonna lie, it was hard. It was hard seeing everybody with their own moms and everything. I was not confident at all. And even if you brought me any hatred, the fact that you're still with me, I consider it as love. I've been not really bullied because I know how to joke my way to survive, but I was never one of the cool kids. I was never an alpha. And the way I was acting, a lot of girls wanted to be my friend because I was kind of chill, because I was listening to their problems. It was never like they really cared about me. I never had the feeling that people really cared about me. I had the feeling always that people did their part because that's what family do. But I didn't really feel loved. I have like a bunch of aunties, and I'm sure they would do anything I ask for them. Literally, they're very good people. But there's a difference between knowing certain people do something for you or do an obligation, or my sister passed away so I'm gonna help you. You got nine aunties, so that's nine moms. It's kind of weird, right? And but it still feels weird. It's just like I don't really feel that love. Even if they did everything they were supposed to, I didn't have that unconditional love that when I made the mistake, mommy will hug me anyway. If I became the worst of the worst like I've seen in movies, if I was a serial killer for example, mommy would cry on, what? I never understood that. I never knew I might have that possibility. Imagine you're the plan B of everybody. Now, that is the mom part. I had to put that stable so you have an idea where I'm coming from. So now you have my dad. Imagine a man in the 1986. Those were gangster times. Those were times kids can cross the street, the car hits you, and they're still angry at you because you have to be careful. We were like very active and conscious about the decision. Because back then, not everybody had insurance. Everything you had to pay. So it wasn't that I don't care about you, but the government doesn't even care about you either. You're gonna pay a lot of money. So people treated you in a very, very strict way. My father included. He never hit us though, which is a good thing because he kept telling me,
If I hit you, I would kill you.
he never told me why. I never understood, but maybe he saw something. But my father is not all about tattletaling. He's all about just forget it. I'm a man, I'll take it. Which is actually one of the reason he might have died sooner than he should. The thing that made him strong for me might also be the reason he passed away. And that is the part that kind of sucks. Now imagine you have a father that is in his 80s, 86. Your wife passes away that was doing the cooking and everything, and now you have to do everything by yourself. That is why I believe the stigma about fathers cannot be good parents or good men in those situations. And actually, if I have to be honest, if you leave a man to survive alone with the kids, if they really care about the kid, trust me, that will change totally. They don't know it's possible because in society they keep saying that the mom is the best until the situation came. Until the whole world changes around him that he has no choice and he doesn't want to see his kids suffer. Was he an amazing father? Was he always there? No. Emotionally, be a man. It was kind of very annoying, and this annoyance made it hard for me to respect him because my father always says when you have to jump the bridge, you have to jump the bridge. But my answer as a kid was always, but you always jump and you leave me behind. And it's like, yeah, but then you have to jump. And I believe that that analogy did create a specific hatred, that you never pushed me, but you only congratulated me for reaching something. It was very weird, annoying. I mean, I fixed my whole study, all my stuff, all by my own. And once I got my academics, my scholarship and everything, and I could leave my island to Holland by myself, that is the only time he congratulated me, hey, you did well. In literally all my years. It was never like, if I get an A plus. If I got an A plus, I want a different letter. It was a lot of pressure, right? And as a kid, you want that also then from your father. That's my mentality. That is what I was thinking. So there was one day I was just chilling and I was watching this movie. Right now I don't even remember, but it was about the one with all those feelings, right? And yeah, the one that was always that feeling, this was always positive. And yet she was always ignoring the feeling that was sad, right? And I didn't vibe with the movie. It was good, but I didn't feel related. But I did understand where it was coming from, because I was kind of the sad one. I was never positive, but I was very happy. I was a very happy kid because I knew ignoring the negativity, I could I could push it away so deep that I just didn't care. But you could make me cry very easily though. But still, I was a very happy kid and was very conscious of my surrounding. So in this movie there is a scene, and I don't know what happened, but I believe like a few weeks ago I saw it again, just like a random clip, just like, hey, Pixar's most unique moment or Pixar's most sad moments. Um, and I started bawling because this girl, the positive energy, actually there was like an imaginary friend, an elephant, and they had to jump into a car. When they jumped into this car, they need to sing some weird old school song, and it will boost up the hill so it can jump a huge hole like my father was describing, right? And they would reach the top. And it was so deep for me. And I was like, wait, why does this, why do I want to cry? I was like, why am I watching this? Because I saw that they jumped once and they landed very close, right? And the elephant realized, hey, this is not gonna work. I'm weighing too much on his success to go forward, right? And I was watching it, and when I noticed it in his face, and they did like, I don't know if it was the second or the third, but it was like, it's going to be the last attempt. And it was going, and they started saying dun 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 dun. And when the elephant said, you have to sing louder, oh man, I started bawling immediately. Bam, like bawling, like I was like, what the heck is happening? It was so much emotion in one moment. I believe it has to be all the deep-seated thing that they keep pushing down there. It just came outside so hard, man. So hard. And when the elephant jumped off, it was like my father jumped off and I just went to the top. And I reached the top. And I was jumping. I did it. Because right now I'm at a very good moment in my life. I got a good job. It's not even that hard, but I earn enough. My wife has a good job. I got 2 kids. They're freaking happy. I have my own house. My mortgage is super low. I'm not, I don't care about money. So the fact that I have enough that I can enjoy life, I was so happy, just like that positive one. Yeah, yeah. And I turn around and I see this guy, Elephant Papa, looking at me, you know? And that really messed me up. Because my father always said the same thing. Like, go enjoy your life. Go enjoy your life. And I don't know what he meant with that. I'm sure he has some weird, painful thing. But the same thing he applied to me that I hated, I have no idea what he experienced. I never asked him. I'm all about supporting men and everything. And I realized, in a way, I really didn't support him at all as a father. Because I was so into my feelings. I was raised by a bunch of women. I guess that might have been the thing. They were conscious about my feeling, especially if I cared about what they cared about. But nobody really cared about my feelings. Nobody cared about when I wanted to experiment something that was seen bad. I only experiment when I left the island. And I think my father knew that. He was like,
Enjoy your freaking life.
because I wanted to go live with some of my aunties, and he said, no, I won't let you. You're gonna live on your own. And I only realized it now why, when he was on his deathbed, when he realized that he had cancer, the reason that he didn't have that need to see me happy is because the fact that I reach all this stuff that I've reached, the fact that we've been talking so many times on Skype, but we haven't seen each other in flesh for years, right? I think he was so happy that the way he was living, all the emotion stuff, he has no reason to project them, because for him, he finished the game. And I was super happy, like, I want you to see my son, na. But for him it was, you have enough. You have so much more that I could have had. Your son is actually 6, the age now that your mom passed away, and your wife has no issues. Even if she has the same sickness as your mom, asthma. It's so weird sometimes how life turns around. And it's so weird that when I started bawling, I realized maybe my father was that happy that he just did not see the need to visit me in Spain. He just wanted to stay with his wife and just enjoy a little of his life. After all the things that he has experienced, after losing his job in a very unique way, he just wanted to chill and read some newspaper. That's it. And I was all into my feelings. And I realized that now. But hey, that's the thing. Life is a journey. You take some L's very late, but the L doesn't define you who you are. And I hope this actually means something for the people that are listening to this. I mean, as a father, now that I'm a father and I also understand it, how much love you can have for your kids. Even if my father wasn't a great example that people were saying that I needed into my life, I can actually say, late, I realized my father was a very great man. Let me know what you guys think in the comment, and I hope this means anything to you. Peace.
Don't get me wrong, ma cosa kita bong. Butta fire na mi blonde, kush hash, purple skunk, criollo, colombici, jam, turloqueta, verdeta, welcome.